Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Scorpio reading. The full moon's on the 23rd of April, and we're still under the powerful influence of the solar eclipse that preceded a lunar eclipse in late March. So that's a lot of cosmic energy that we're experiencing. For many of you, you will feel it in your creative expression, perhaps among your friends, children. If you have children, this is a highly creative time for you. So for your creatives, those things you're producing may be prolific, they may be shifting in some way. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that will be found in the description box below. Thank you to all of you who participated in the free readings that I offer with comments and with generous donations. Thank you very much for that. Overall, I appreciate your presence here now. The most important thing, and my appreciation, my gratitude in advance to you. Cancer, your overall energy for the full moon in Scorpio is the Five of Swords. There's some harsh words, a challenging conversation that you feel is overarching your current situation. You may be coming to terms with a conflict, something that can or can't be resolved, rather something that you must accept. This can be overshadowed by the information or opinions from other people. Some of it not such good news, some of it just cutting through the illusions, the hopes, and delivering factual data in a way that helps you understand the situation, your reality, in clearer terms. This may be a challenging health diagnosis of yours or of someone you love, and there may be some conversation about care that is needed as a result of what you are experiencing. So there is your attempt to gain as much information as you like, perhaps other opinions, or opening up to ideas that perhaps conflict with each other, which is not helping your clarity at all. Overall, this is having an oppressive pressure on you to make some decision or to plan some action, to make a choice about something that is difficult to choose. In the 10th house, the area of your social identity, how others see you, you may be creating, entering into, or a part of a very productive collaboration, something that you are working on with other people of similar gifts or alignment, in creating something that is productive, that is excellent, that is valuable, something that will create abundance for on behalf of a group of people or a community. So you are working together on a project that is perhaps giving your creative gifts an avenue, an expression. In the first house, we have the Death card, and this is really describing a rebirth you're experiencing. In part, the reality of a loss is something you may be coming to terms with, and at the same time, you are recognizing that the transition away from or letting go of a loss is allowing you to start over in a new way. This is a really difficult transition at this time because you are truly attached to the ideas and to the expectations of someone that you've grown close to. So this can be a family loss. This can be the loss of property or objects. This can be a change of jobs, a locale, a new home, the recycling of an experience that requires you to release or surrender the previous experience. In the fourth house, this is the house of your home, of your soul, of your roots. And I'm so glad that the sun is here, because you are, in fact, releasing and casting off a lot of the old reality and the beliefs that were a part of that old reality, no longer feeling the need to comply to the needs or expectations of others, and in that way feeling comfortable being more of who you are. Focusing on your happiness, which amplifies your strengths and gifts, because the exercise of these, our authentic gifts, actually are what contribute to our wholeness, our happiness, our playfulness, and our lightness. Even as you are illuminating the experience for others in a way that feels significant, you found your place of belonging, and you're illuminating the abundance of the universe, the opportunities that all involved have to achieve the sense of play, lightness, and joy. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, we have the Queen of Cups. And here you are, Cancer, giving of yourself selflessly, supporting others, even those that don't ask for support. And there is a real caregiving vibe to this particular placement at this time. There's someone you're ministering to, someone who needs your help, someone you're easing through a transition, and that you are doing it with unconditional love. This is really high stakes expression that you're experiencing because of your history, your level of maturity, and the healing that you've been able to undergo at this time. I'm going to ask you, Cancer, that if you're resonating with this reading, that you'll like this video, that you will share it with others who may find it useful, that you comment below, and that you subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you so much. And the card I've pulled is the Patience card. I accept that everything happens in a divine order. And I do believe that this is of comfort to you, because there's a sense of appropriate pacing here, that what you are experiencing as a transition, as a change, as a rebirth is the result of a long and productive connection or history of a connection. And I'm going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa by way of giving props and devotion to the motherland. I pulled the cassowary, and the key word or the plant associated with this is mistletoe, and the key word is overcoming. Use your power wisely. You're strong enough to be vulnerable. Confront obstacles head on and retreat to your sacred space. I'm going to clarify the Death card in the first house with the Nine of Cups in the second house, and the Hierophant in the third house. You have learned to find joy in your gifts. This is something that is being repeated throughout this reading. And for those of you that are interested in astrology, you may know that something does not manifest in terms of character or experience unless it's repeated throughout a natal chart, for instance. There have to be 3 occurrences for it to be a thing. And joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, contentment is something that is being repeated here. Not just the contentment you feel knowing what's best for you, but sharing that with others, collaborating with others like you to create something, to deliver a service, to offer something that benefits a community. You are also very committed in your efforts towards your intimates. So this is supporting, to me, another way in which you are sharing what you've learned with others. Sorry about that. Sharing, maybe that's a confirmation, sharing what you've learned, supporting others to gain the information, the education, the knowledge that you've gained, supporting the elevation of others through the ranks for those of you that are working, or being a kind of gatekeeper in terms of certification, education, or elevating, promoting someone through an experience that you gained. This is also about your commitment to the learning process that you've learned and understood through your own experiences, that every challenge offers lessons, and those lessons essentially are gifts that help us to know ourselves better, understand our skills better, and to move forward with a confidence that despite the difficulty in learning, as those educators of you among you know, that it has an incremental and exponential reward. And that is something that you're experiencing, almost that dichotomy in your life on a regular and consistent basis. So the Sun card in the 4th house is clarified by the Emperor in the 5th house and the Knight of Swords in the 6th house. And the Emperor is absolutely describing those things that you can control, knowing what you can't control. But as the result of the experience that you've had, particularly in the field of in any creative endeavor, and that includes education. I know some people don't think that teaching is creative, but it is highly creative, and it is a lot of work. And I see that you have gained a fair amount of experience and strategies that are useful. However, you understand that you can only support the way in which you respond to challenges as what you have to offer. So understanding that you are in control of yourself. You control the way you respond to various circumstances in your life. And that's what gives you the ability to strategize success on behalf of others. The Knight of Swords is showing your continuous questing for more learning, for more knowledge. You're continuously challenging your own assumptions about reality, about the way things are, about who your colleagues and coworkers are, about the things that are best for your health. For some reason, there's some difference here among your in your health profile or in your environment that encourages you to try new ways, to be open to new ways of managing your holistic well-being. The Queen of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the 7 of Wands in the 8th house and the 6 of Swords in the 9th house. Yeah, there's something about you moving on, perhaps traveling a distance to reconnect with family, ancestry, perhaps in the interest of sharing some information with new communities, publishing a book, giving presentations, or simply sharing ideas with people afield. But that is releasing you from the pressures of your immediate environment. It's helping you to solve or bring closure to something, a way of finding peace and acceptance in a situation that has been very challenging. You are aware of your strengths and are looking for ways of offering those to others outside of your circle. You're really looking at the future based on the expertise that you've gathered, so that you're wondering how you can impact your society, impact new audiences, or find new audiences through the ability to travel, to join in to larger conversations. These can be educational or religious, but you are interested in disseminating ideas, getting peace, gaining peace. This can even be consulting some religious or cultural ritual or ministry that is helping you to ease a particular challenge you're undergoing. The Three of Pentacles in the 10th house is clarified by the Empress in the 11th house and the Temperance in the 12th house. You are essentially in your power. Again, this is something that is repeated over and over again. You know what your value is. You know what your gifts, and you are an expert at cultivating ways of taking the resources you have, shepherding or stewarding the individuals you're gifted to work with, so that they too can be in sync with the natural cycles that allow them to generate abundance for themselves. But you're all about amplifying the present moment and making it as successful, as generative, as abundant as possible. And this has been a long, patient process for you. Patience is being highlighted by the Empress card, that you have gone through some trying experiences, perhaps of taking care of others in some way, perhaps as an educator, but you have patiently taken what you've been given, taken your students, your customers, your clients, your audience members, into a place of balance or harmony, looking at what particular knowledge or information, what care they may have needed as a reflection of your ability to find your highest expression, to identify your dreams, your role in the world, to be of benefit to others, to balance out those energies in a way that gives you that sense of balance for others. I'm going to finish up this reading, Cancer, with a crystal oracle and hope that this reading has been of value to you. And I've pulled the black tourmaline. I seem to be pulling that card consistently today. And the keywords are protect your energy. And absolutely, as a natural, nurturing caregiver, it is important that you protect your energy in all spaces. Thank you again, Cancer. Until next time, namaste.